Ecclesiastes is a book that asks some hard questions. What is the point of life? Why do bad things happen to good people? Why does everything seem so meaningless and random? Is there any hope or purpose in this world? You might think that these are modern questions, but they're actually very ancient. Ecclesiastes was written by a wise teacher who calls himself the teacher or poet in Hebrew. He lived in Israel about 3,000 years ago, and he had everything that anyone could ever want. Wealth, power, fame, pleasure, knowledge, but he was not satisfied. He looked around and saw that life was full of injustice, oppression, suffering, and death. He realized that no matter how much he achieved or enjoyed, he would eventually die and be forgotten. He concluded that everything was hevel, a Hebrew word that means smoke or vapor. It's something that looks solid, but when you try to grasp it, it slips through your fingers. So what did he do? Did he give up on life and become depressed? Did he ignore the problems and pretend that everything was fine? Did he rebel against God and seek his own way? No. He did something surprising. He decided to live in the present moment and to enjoy the good and bad moments that life offers. He said, "There is nothing better for a person than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own toil." This too, I see, is from the hand of God, for without him who can eat or find enjoyment? He also said, "So I commend the enjoyment of life, because there is nothing better for a person under the sun than to eat and drink and be glad. Then joy will accompany them in their toil all the days of the life God has given them under the sun." He realized that life is a gift from God, and that every moment is precious and unique. He learned to appreciate the simple pleasures of food, drink, work, friendship, love, and beauty. He also learned to accept the limitations and mysteries of life and to trust God's sovereignty and justice. But he didn't stop there. He also gave us a final word of wisdom at the end of his book. He said, "Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. For God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it is good or evil." He reminded us that life is not only about enjoying the present, but also about preparing for the future. He told us that we are accountable to God for everything we do, say, or think. He urged us to live humbly in fear of the Lord, which means to respect him, obey him, and worship him. So what can we learn from Ecclesiastes today? I think we can learn at least 3 things. First, we can learn to be honest about the problems and paradoxes of life. We don't have to pretend that everything makes sense or that everything is fair. We can acknowledge our doubts, frustrations, fears, and questions. Second, we can learn to be grateful for the blessings and opportunities of life. We don't have to chase after things that don't last or satisfy. We can enjoy what we have and share it with others. Third, we can learn to be faithful to God and his will for our lives. We don't have to live for ourselves or for this world. We can live for him and for his glory. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about Ecclesiastes? How do you deal with the meaninglessness and randomness of life? How do you find joy and purpose in life? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.